Hey, what's going on, crypto people? It is your boy, the Crypto Siege, with another day in the life, in the crazy life that is the digital asset space. What's going on, guys? Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Just wanted to shoot a quick video. I'm going to probably do two of these today. The XRP Ripple Daily News is becoming quite convenient, so hopefully I get to do more of these throughout the day as well. So, guys, listen, this is your XRP Ripple Daily News in 0 to 10 minutes. Let's do this. All right, so Chainalysis, guys. Chainalysis adds support for XRP. And shout out, by the way, to Leonidas from XRParcade.com. If you have not checked out this guy's site, you want to check it out. It is absolutely outstanding. One of the great contributors to this community. So let's read a little bit and learn a little about Chainalysis and why they decided to do this support for XRP and why I think it's really significant for the project going forward. All right, so Chainalysis, the blockchain analysis company for exchanges, government agencies, and financial institutions, has added support for XRP to its service. The addition was announced on Chainalysis' official Twitter account on February 12th. So guys, remember that a few months ago, October, I believe, in 2019, Chainalysis had got an investment and or partnership with Spring, right, in October 2019. So I think it's very, very interesting that they work with government agencies and major exchanges. So let's check this out. So here's a Twitter from Chainalysis announcement. Chainalysis now supports XRP. We're launching with the top 70 XRP exchanges identified and plan to roll out identifications of major XRP scams and hacks in the coming weeks. So Chainalysis, explore activity across the XRP blockchain. Very interesting that they took to Twitter to make this announcement. I think that's really, 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 really cool. So that is excellent as well. So here it is. The addition does not come as a surprise, as Spring announced the addition of Chainalysis to the XRP ecosystem back in October, there it is, of 2019. About Chainalysis, guys. All right, so Chainalysis provides compliance and investigation software to the world's leading banks, businesses, and governments, and it empowers its customers to derive insights they can act on. Insights they can act on. Some of its customers include UNODC, which is United Nations Office of Drugs and Crime, Binance, Corbett, Barclays, Europol, BitPay, Bitstamp, and Square. So we're talking about some major exchanges and some major players in the digital asset space. They're already customers of Chainalysis. According to a recent CoinDesk article, Chainalysis is the preferred U.S. government leading crypto analysis contractor. U.S. government. And has become the go-to firm for 10 federal agencies, departments, and bureaus. Wow. Chainalysis is right now doing millions of dollars worth of business each year with the United States government, dwarfing its competitors in the young industry of blockchain surveillance. Federal agencies have spent at least $10 million in American tax dollars on Chainalysis tools, services, and training since 2015. When Chainalysis was founded, according to 82 records of federal procurement contracts reviewed by CoinDesk. Counting contracts with possible extensions, the company stands to take in more than $14 million. Chainalysis and XRP. According to the recent announcement, Chainalysis work with XRP will start with the top 70 XRP exchanges identified. In the coming weeks, it will also identify major XRP scams and hacks, right? That is really cool to see. It's great to see. And I like that blockchain surveillance. I think that's going to be significant going forward, whether it be with the ILP or the XRP ledger, the surveillance, making sure that we can weed out the bad actors especially on exchanges where they, some of these people are going to try to be slick and do things like manipulating the market through wash trading or, fake volumes, any of that kind of stuff. They are going to be called out because this surveillance apparently is high level. If the U.S. federal government and major exchanges like Binance, BitPay, Bitstamp are using it, it's the real deal. Europol, it's the real deal, guys. This does not come as a surprise since Ripple's on-demand liquidity greatly depends on exchanges. Having top exchanges thoroughly checked and cleared could be part of Ripple's process to add more ODL exchange partners and roll out ODL in more countries. ODL customers also rely on exchanges greatly, and their confidence in them matters. At the same time, the crypto space has been plagued by scams in the past. XRP is no exception. We have seen multiple scams on social media, deeply affecting trust in crypto assets and XRP. Chainalysis work can help build more trust. So important. Trust, 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 trust. And improve the soundness of the XRP ecosystem. Guys, I'm going to show you something from Chainalysis, which is why something else from their site on Chainalysis.com that I think is really going to tie in to the bigger picture, what's going to happen with the XRP ledger and XRP. And so let me show you this, guys, here real quick. So here's the thing. So this is Chainalysis.com. It says building trust in blockchains. And guys, this is going to be the thing going forward. These are the words that Mnuchin and the Donald, President Trump, right, and Powell, they're going to use these type of words, trust and trust layers, because this is something that's going to be adopted globally, and these things like trust are going to be essential, right, and bringing this thing to the masses. And the thing that I think is probably most significant about this is, for me, we know about the XRP ledger. We know that no transaction has gone through that it has not been KYC, AML, and CFT, right? So why Chainalysis? It's another layer of trust. It's another layer of trust that can be, that the public, that the masses can point to. That's what it's really all about. Being able to trust this ledger, being able to trust the XRP ecosystem is really, really important, and it is significant. And I'm going to talk to you about another trust layer as well. So building trust in blockchains, we create transparency for a global economy built on blockchains, enabling banks, businesses, and governments to have a common understanding of how people use cryptocurrency. That speaks volumes just right there alone. But this is what I came across earlier. Here's the thing. We provide blockchain data and analysis to government agencies, exchanges, and financial institutions across 40 countries. Our compliance and investigation tools, education, and support help our customers understand what's happening on blockchains, cryptocurrency businesses, financial institutions, government agencies. I really like that. Understand the real world entities behind every cryptocurrency transaction and combat serious crimes. For financial institutions like Wall Street, understand your exposure to crypto, monitor ongoing customer activity, and comply with regulatory guidance. Again, these words are significant when it comes to XRPL and the global framework that's going to be, right, the World Economic Forum governance is going to want to see things like that. You know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying? So there's our customers right there. But this is what I found to be very, very interesting. And it's right here. Where's the data? Here. So here's the thing that I found to be really, really interesting. Granular data via API, transfer level data. I think these two things are going to be important. And I think these are things, that, we always talk about. Don't sleep on the NASDAQ and that liquidity index, right? The XRP liquidity index, right? For Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. Don't sleep on that, because I still think that the price set is still an option. I still think that the NASDAQ, they already mentioned what, 6 to 8 exchanges that they're going to be tying into now to provide the data for liquidity on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. Now, through Chainalysis, they'll probably be able to tap into more exchanges as well, right? APIs, that's what it does. It allows you to connect. And this will give, again, more kind of accuracy on the spot price, if you will, or price set for liquidity. I really, really, really believe that. So the NASDAQ will be, more than likely, will be able to tap into this. And so they'll be able to get what's really going on, what's the real volume, right? Because we all know about these exchanges and the fake volumes, guys. We all know this. And so this is another level of trust data that NASDAQ is going to have and be able to point to when they come up with this prices for XRP and its liquidity prices. I really, really believe that. So I think that's significant to point out. This looks like a massive, massive move forward. In the timing, I don't think it's coincidental, but it's just a massive move forward on building more and more layers of trust so that Mnuchin and Powell and Donald can point to these things. So the World Economic Forum consortium, right, that the governance will be able to look at that and say, okay, great, this is things that we can do. What is the blockchain that is moving forward and building more and more and more and more layers of trust that we can trust? It's really, really, really important. So guys, this is big news in a lot of ways. So guys, listen, I'm going to wrap up this video like I do all my videos and remind you of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather us remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating, or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know, that the battle for you has already been fought, and the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya. Bye.